So hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to see loops in Python. So loops are very important topic in Python, and in this video we are going to see for loop and nested for loop. So what makes it important? So I'll tell you with an example. So for example, let's consider that I want to print number from 1 to 10. So what we usually do is we'll take print and we'll do 1, and then we copy this. So in this case you can see that it took a lot of time. So what we'll do is we will use for loop. So see here what I am doing. So for I, here I can be any variable, let's say a, in range. Okay, range, we give it range from 1 to 11. So why am I giving it 11? Because it will go from 1 to 10. Now let's give it a colon and write our print statement. So print a, and now if we run this we can see that it has given us numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so I would like to tell you another way. So if we write print a in range of 11, so it will start from 0 and it will end at 10. So this is another way. So you can see here I have not given a range. So whenever we don't give a range, it starts from 0 and it ends at the number -1, the number we gave -1 time. Okay, so this is how we saw how to use for loop in Python, and we can also use this in string. So I'll explain you with an example. Let's consider a variable str. Let's assign it some values, any text values like, comma, comment, comma, share. Okay, so these are some text values, and now we can also print it using a for loop. So what I'll do is for a in str, okay, colon, print a. Okay, so if I run this, you can see we get like, comment and share. So this is how we saw how to print it. So one thing I forgot to mention, that if you want to print this in a single line, what you can do is come here to print and just add a comma and just write end equal to double inverted comma with no space. Okay, so if we print this, you can see we get it like this. So if you give space here and print, we get space. If we give comma here, sorry, if we give comma here, we get comma between them. So we can add anything. So this is how we saw how to write it in one line. So let's move on to our next topic, that is continue and break statement. uh, let's assume that we want to skip number 9 in our loop, and just we want to print 0 to 10, but we want to skip 9. So what we use here is continue statement. So what does continue statement mean? So continue statement is used to skip a remaining code inside a loop for current iteration only. Okay. So now let's say we want to skip number 9. Okay. What we'll do is we'll use a if statement. Okay. So we have seen if statement earlier only. So if a equal to 9, what we'll do is we'll use the continue. Okay. So what it will do is it will skip the 9, and let's write else. Else we can say print. Okay, so let's run this, and what it will do is it will skip the 9. So now if we run our code, you can see that the number 9 got skipped here. So this was the continue statement which skipped our number 9 according to our if condition. So if we would have just added here 8, so it could have skipped the number 8. So you can see here 8 is skipped. So this was the continue statement, and let's move on to our next statement. So our next statement is break statement, and what it does, it is used to terminate the execution of a loop. So here let's understand with this similar example. So assume if I want to write the loop for 0 to 6 only, so what I'll do is I'll use the break statement. So what I'll do is I'll break. So if a equal to, so here I want to write till 6, so I'll use 7. As I have told you earlier, it takes number -1. So if a equal to 7, then it will break, and then print a. So if I run this, you can see that it started from 0 and it run till 6 only, as we have used the break statement. So this is how we saw the two statement, continue and break. And let's move to our next topic. So guys, if you want to reverse anything in a for loop, so we can use a reverse function. So I'll tell you with an example. So let's consider a variable a, and if we give it a string, let it be word or anything, it can be hello. And if you want to reverse this, so what I'll do is I'll use a reverse function. So for this, use a for I in reversed, and in bracket we write a. So print I. Okay, so this is how it will reverse the hello, and let's print it. So we get this. And if you want to write it in a single line, so let's give it end equal to double inverted comma. Let's run. So you can see this, it got reversed. So similarly, if you want to do it for the numbers, so what we will do is for I in reversed range, let it be from 1 to 11, and then print I. So you can see we got it in reversed form, and in single line we'll do it end equal to double. So you can see we got it in reversed form. So this is how we saw how to reverse anything in a loop using a reverse function. For our last topic, it is nested loop. Nested loop are there in both for loop and while loop, but in this video I'm covering for loop, and I'll cover while loop in next video. So what does nested loop means? It means that a loop inside a loop. So for example, if I want to print this 3 times more, so what I'll do is I'll consider a for loop that will print me 3 times range, so 3, and what it will print me 3 times, I'll mention it inside. So this loop has to be inside. So you can see it is giving me 3 times, and what it is giving me 3 times, this. So if I run this, it will give me an error. So why it give me error? Because we had an indentation problem. So the inside for loop, the print statement has to be inside it. So if I give a space and just run it, we got the output. So if I want to display it properly and leave a line, so what I'll do is I'll use a backslash n. So what I'll do is print backslash n. So what this statement will do is after every inside for loop, it will leave a line for us. So if I run this, you can see it is leaving a line and then again running the inside for loop for 3 times. So this is how we saw how to use a nested for loop, and this is how we covered all our topics. So that is it for the video, and I hope you liked this video for the for loop in Python. And at last I would like to run a code that says for I in range 100 print subscribe. So I thought why not use this for this subscribe. So it would mean a lot if you subscribe to our channel and like this video, and also please make sure to share. So that is it, and thanks for watching.